Yo, what up? It's Stewart, and today I'm coming at y'all with another bonus video of the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0. I did the first one here a while back, I think back in January, whenever I kind of re-kicked off my channel, because I had started a channel about a year ago, back in January. Not this past January, but the year before, so about a year and a half ago. I had started it then, and I just never really got going. Things came up, I got sidetracked, and then it's just kind of, yeah, I'll do that later, and just never got around to making more videos. So for this year, one of my resolutions, New Year's resolutions, was to be more active on here, and I think I've done it pretty good. I don't think I've missed a Monday yet. If I did miss a Monday, I uploaded it either Tuesday or Wednesday that week. Just so I had a video that week. So I'm pretty proud of myself so far. About halfway through the year, been on schedule for the most part. So I am doing the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0. Yeah, so let's get into it. I'll be looking off on my phone. Y'all got a little glare, oh well. The video, or the tag, was originally made by JENNA STREETY. I'll have her link to her video down below, so you can go check that out. There is 14 questions on here. I have not really read over the questions or thought about the answers really. I just seen somebody else do this here the other day, and yeah, I'm like, oh hey, that's another one I want to do. So here's a bonus video for you. Question number 1: what's your book pitch? If you have multiple works, choose your favorite. Well, I only have one book out. I don't know if that would be my favorite. No, it's my favorite at the moment. I have one book out. It's Battle for Medagore. You know, whatever. If you've been watching my videos, you know I've been talking about it. So yeah. The pitch for it, only thing I could really think of is just basically the blurb for it. Really, it's the death of the Lord dies. The Grand Dukes are kind of angered about the new election of the new Lord, or the election of the new Lord. And a civil war breaks out between them, between the 6 different kingdoms of Medagore, and there's a war for it. You know, and you kind of follow the different points of views from all 6 things. So it's written unbiasedly. I don't know. This is like a terrible pitch, I guess, because pitches are supposed to be short and concise and to the point. But anyway, that's what it is. I guess I'm terrible at pitches. I've never participated in Pit Mad or anything like that. Question 2: if you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? Oh, just because I look nice doesn't mean I am. I think of myself a pretty nice person, I guess. But I would pitch myself as, you know, after that first 100 pages, it kind of gets better, I guess. Which is basically saying, you know, if you know me, I do writing streams. Those people down below, the AuthorTube tribe. I'm on camera at times, and you'll notice a lot of times I just kind of sit there. I'm not really talking. I like the community and being on camera with them, and at times I do talk, you know. I introduce myself before and at the end of the things. And there's times, you know, I'll speak up and kind of chit-chat about some stuff. I feel more of a smaller group. I'm more vocal at times than when it's like a full stream. But it's just because I'm more of, I guess, an introvert in a sense. I like going out places. Well, anymore since I've had kids, I'm like, no, I just want to stay at home. But beforehand, you know, I like being an extrovert, but I was still kind of kept to myself in a sense. And you know, once you get to know me, then I start rambling like I do at times in my videos about random things and just on and on and on and whatever. So, you know, I might kind of come off as shy or whatever at first, but you just kind of stick with it, and then I get better. So, yeah. Number 3, what do you usually write? I write medieval fantasy. For the most part, that's what my main focus on. I do plan on releasing some books that are not medieval or fantasy. I think all my fantasy will probably be medieval fantasy, but what I'm working on now is an adult series. I plan on writing a young adult. We'll see how that goes. It might kind of venture into adults. I don't know, it just depends how deep I go into some of the stuff. But yeah, that's what I mostly write. I plan on writing some other fiction stories. I figure most of it will be adults. I might, like I said, I might try a couple young adults. I don't know, but mostly adult medieval fantasy. Number 4, what's something you'll never write? Probably just a straight up romance, or erotica. With that, so I'm just not really into that. Same thing with romance. That is too much of an emotional type book, and I feel like that is my worst asset as a writer is emotions. I'm more action and dialogue and stuff like that, and world building versus, you know, emotions, you know, lovey-dovey stuff. Not saying that there's not romance in my books or whatever. There are some, you know, on different levels, and there will be some in, you know, other books that I write, whether it is fantasy or not. There will be some romance or romantic elements within the story for the most part, but it's not going to be a romance book. And I seriously doubt that I'll write anything anywhere near close to erotica. Yeah. Let's see. Number 5. What's your goal starting an AuthorTube channel? Okay. My goal when I started AuthorTube was the same thing when I started my Facebook and Twitter and everything else, was just to get involved more with the community. I liked the interaction. I liked talking about common interests that I have with other people. I like, you know, just connecting and networking and, you know, learning about other people and their lives and just enjoying the community as a whole. So that's was my main reason. You know, I didn't really expect people to come and start subscribing to me for my how-to videos or to listen to me ramble about my book or whatever. I just came here just so I'd have a way to interact with the community and how they can interact with me through my channel as well as me on their channel or whatever. And that was my main goal, was just the interaction, which is why, like I said, I like doing those live streams. We get on usually a few minutes before the actual stream, kind of chit chat a little bit. We chit chat between the different writing sprints. We chit chat a little bit after the stream at times, you know. And I just like, you know, the fellowship, the community of everything. So, yeah. What made you start writing? Well, I started writing in high school, actually. My Left But Not Forgotten series. And it started as a, not really an essay, but like a short story, flash fiction, I guess, of, as a school project. I think it was like 9th grade. That the teacher kind of wrote like the opening sentence. It was like a little writing prompt type thing. And we had to write what we felt would happen next. And it had to be like a page and a half front and back, or a full page front and back, whatever. Type thing. I turned it into her and I got it back. I can't remember her exact words, but I remember in big red ink, like the teachers always used, at least in my school, it said, "You need help." And then she pulled me aside and told me that she would suggest that I went to the guidance counselor and maybe talk to them about my problems. Which I didn't feel like I had any problems. So yeah, but I did go to the counselor's office a lot, especially my 11th and 12th grade year. I went in there and just kind of slept on their couch or watched the TV and ate little snack cakes and stuff. Not really getting counseling, but yeah. And the counselor knew that. I had her as a 5th grade teacher as well. She went and became a high school counselor after, I think when I was in 6th or 7th grade, she switched over. So I already knew her. She knew me. I walked in there. She's like, "You need help?" No. I'm just here to get out of class, basically. That was my, like I said, that was my 11th and 12th grade. I was either doing that or I was asleep in class if it was boring. But I got tired because they wouldn't let me sleep a lot. I would try to sleep. Some of them would, but they wouldn't let me sleep. And I'm like, I need to go to the counselor's office because they couldn't decline me that. So, yeah. So kind of got off topic there. When I started writing that, it was just kind of because that was an actual thing for school. Then some of my friends seen it. Of course, I was like, look what the teacher said, this and that, and they read it. And we kind of joked about it. And we kind of kept adding on to it. I just brought a brand new notebook from home. And we just started writing in it and I started writing in it. And just kind of made like the story out of it, just kept on building it. It was a bunch of randomness, I'd get ideas from my friends and kind of add it in there or whatever. That's kind of what got me started writing in that sense. For Metagore, which is the first one that actually was like, I'm going to do this properly. I don't know, it was a lot of change in my life, I guess, at that point. I had a heat stroke and lost my job. I just had my second child. We had just bought a house. I was currently jobless because, like I said, I just lost my job. And there was a period of time where I didn't work there. I was a stay-at-home dad. And this and that. And I played video games. And there was this one game I like to play with a bunch of other people online. And we always chit-chat, and we was friends on Facebook and stuff. We kind of connected over that game. And one of them had mentioned multiple times that they was writing a book, and we kind of talk about it, and it just kind of, I don't know, sparked an interest in me. Also at that point in time, I had just kind of quit making my music and rapping and stuff because my microphone was kind of starting to go out. I had this high pitch ring in it and stuff, and a little bit of static, as well as the band basically kind of split because I moved away. One of them was always busy, even when I lived there, and the other one was kind of, hoodlum in a sense, I guess. I'm trying to say it nice. So we just kind of fell apart that way, and I was kind of focusing more on just my solo stuff, and like a side project with somebody else who moved to Nevada. So, yeah. So all that just kind of left. I lost all that. And I was just searching for a way to be creative in a sense, I guess. And just kind of listening to my friend while we was playing games, talk about her book and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I want to try to write a book, I remember mentioning it to my wife. My wife was like, hopefully it's not as bad as that, because that's just, I was like, nah, it's not going to be as bad as my other book. This is going to be legit. And then I started developing it, and she's like, I think you've been off more than you could chew. All these different points of views, made up languages, made up kingdoms, an entire planet worth of world building, all these different, I think 24 different races of inhabitants, plus probably like 40, 50 maybe forms of wildlife, different religions. I went deep into this. And then I know I was talking to somebody the other day, and I realized there is probably over 20 different point of view characters in the book. I mean, it's a lot. Some of them you only follow for like a scene or a chapter, but I felt like it was more, it was a better chapter or scene suited for that character, which is why they're only in that one. But it's told from their point of view, and somebody else got figured would have a different effect to the reader that way. But anyways, that's just kind of, sorry, I got off on a little tangent, I guess. But that's how I kind of got into writing. My first one was because it was a school project, and then me and my friends just kind of, kept adding on to it and to see how bad we could make it, since the teacher was already kind of about it. And then the second one was just because I had lost all those other things around me to keep me active, I guess. I was just sitting at home all the time. I wasn't, going to a job. I was taking care of a new baby, which means I was up late at night. We just bought a new house, and, just a bunch of stress and other things. And the one thing that I did have to use as an outlet was my music. I was basically left doing it on my own, which I wasn't bothered by that, but my microphone started playing out, and then ultimately I lost my flash drive, or it got stolen or something. that had like 200-300 instrumentals on there that I had purchased and got for free and everything else. So all the instrumentals that I had to make music just was gone. So the only thing I have now is what I had already used. So after all that, I was just like, yeah, no, I didn't want to drop more money on a new mic and more instrumentals or anything. So I was just trying to find another outlet for my creativity, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, long tangent. That's just kind of all sums up number 6. Number 7, what's your publishing path? Are you self-published, traditional, indie published, hybrid? Haven't decided yet. I'm self-published. I had, since the very beginning, had always kind of basically leaned towards self-publishing. There is one that kind of presented itself to me that I was interested in pursuing, like more of a traditional indie, smaller house publishing with, and that was the only one I actually submitted to, and they declined. So I was like, all right, whatever. I was already kind of looking into it as being just self-published anyways. I said earlier that there is one that I plan on maybe doing as a young adult fantasy. And if I do that, I might actually pursue harder for traditional publish, because I feel like that type of story would be more well accepted from publishers than anything else I would have, because everything else I want for me. Of course, I want that one for me too, but I just feel like just how it is and how it's set up, it's going to be easier to sell towards a professional, or traditional publisher, it's more marketable, I guess, on their end. Like for the Battle for Metal, like I said, there's 20-something point of views. If they hear that, they're not going to want it. They'll be like, no, cut it down. Yeah, self-published. Number 8. Oh shit. What content do you bring to AuthorTube, to the AuthorTube table? Well, I bring some how-to videos. I plan on doing more. I haven't done them much here lately. I bring my Metagore Mondays each Monday at the beginning of the month, the first Monday. Just talk about my book and other things like that. I bring my version of all these tags, writing tag, character tags, whatever. And it is lightning outside. And I just bring myself, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Number 9. What's your biggest writing struggle? I can't even read people. I'm not dyslexic, and I'm not mentally ill, I don't believe. But I can look at something and not read it properly at all. I remember the other day I was doing one of these videos and I read it completely wrong. And I started answering the question. I was like, wait, and I looked back. I was like, oh, okay, no, that's not what it said. Yeah, okay, wait. Number 9. Sorry. What's your biggest writing struggle? My biggest writing struggle, like I mentioned earlier, just my ability to write emotions. Some people say it's fine, it's not too deep or whatever, which my story is not a romance or anything like that, so it doesn't have to be too deep. It is more focused on the political and the action sequences, which I feel I do a decent job on, but the actual emotion might not be as strong. But it's not something that has to be very heavy in emotion. So I think that kind of balances out, which is kind of one of the reasons why I kind of lean more towards the political heavy dialogue and the very graphic violence action sequences or whatever, because that's what I'm more comfortable with writing and what I feel I'm more capable of writing to a better degree. So I would say my biggest struggle would be with emotions as a whole. Number 10, what's your best writing skill? I just basically answered this. I feel like my best writing skill is more for the actual writing of action and dialogue. That comes pretty natural and easy for me. As a writing skill, as for the book in general, I would say world building. I love world building. I can do that, day in and day out and never be tired of it. So, yeah. The next it says, choose between question 11 and 12. Let's see what these questions are. So 11 is, if you've been on YouTube for a while, what's your best AuthorTube tip? 12 is, if you're new to AuthorTube, what's your biggest AuthorTube tip? What's the difference? Oh. Not really understanding the difference here. Oh well. Number 11, I guess. If I've been on YouTube for a while, what's your best AuthorTube tip? My best AuthorTube tip is, everybody has their own way of doing things. I know people, especially when they're seeking for how-to videos, you know, tutorials and such on how to write this better, how to go about this, you know, what's the best marketing strategy, what's the best of this, whatever. Everybody has their own thing. You know, what works for me won't work for you, or what works for me might not work for you. It might not, you know. Don't try it and it fail at it and then say that my way is wrong. It's right for me, it's just wrong for you. Everybody's different. What you want out of the situation is different. You know, what I would do for, you know, maybe marketing to be successful, maybe, you know, successful in my eyes, but to you, you'd be like, that's not really successful, you know, I need more, you know. For me, as long as I'm just kind of making my money back, or, you know, whatever, that's success for me, you know, I'm not out money. For you, you know, I gotta be, you know, able to quit my job and be a full-time writer for success, you know. See what I'm talking about, you know, what's success for me might not be for you. Same thing with everything else, you know, my writing strategy might not work for you, or it might, you know, you never know. It's like that for anything. Number 13, are you, my phone keeps blowing up, I'm sorry. Number 13, are you looking for new channels to follow, betas, CPs, or other type of writer buddies? If so, tell us who and connect with them in the comments. I'm always kind of looking for new people to follow. I know one of the people down my AuthorTube tribe down there, they do YouTuber videos every month, I think. I don't know, every couple weeks. They do like an AuthorTube YouTuber video, and basically they just kind of look for new, I think it's like every 2 weeks. I could be wrong, I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to the schedule, I've just seen it when it pops up. But anyways, they do videos where they've looked for new AuthorTubers that's got low subscribe numbers, and I go on there and I go through and subscribe on a lot of them. I've been trying to do the majority of them. Now then I'll be subscribing to some, and something will come up, and then I'll kind of stop going through the list, and then I forget to go back. I apologize, but I do try to help support and subscribe to them. And then if I do follow them and I start watching the videos and I just feel like that's not really something that I'm into, I will unsubscribe. But I'm always, you know, trying to find new people. I'll go through her YouTubers videos and kind of find different AuthorTubers that way. If I see somebody join on Facebook and some AuthorTube groups I'm on there, they say, hey, I'm new or whatever, I'll go and check out the channel. You know, I might watch a video or two, and if it seems like something that I might be interested in, I'll go ahead and subscribe and stuff like that. So I'm always looking for new ones, just to kind of help support them. As in channels to follow, betas, CPs, and other type of writer buddies. I'm not currently looking for betas or alphas or critique partners or anything like that, but at some point I will be. I will be posting a video about it, and I'll be posting it up on my website that I am actively seeking alphas for sovereign duties or critique partners or whatever, and betas and whatever. Yeah, I'll be posting that later, but at the moment I'm not. But if you may be interested in doing that whenever I am looking, you can go ahead and comment down below and let me know, and I'll take your name and, you know, your email or some type of contact information down, and whenever I do get to that point where I'm ready to start sending out copies to alphas and betas and such, then I will go and you know, I'll have your information already. I can go ahead and contact you at that point to follow up to see if you are still interested, or if you want to be a critique partner or something. You know, go ahead and comment down below, and I'll do the same thing. You know, whenever I get ready for that, then I will go ahead and contact you at that point. But yeah, number 14. This is the last question. What are you skipping words here? Trust me, I write better than I read and I speak. Okay, trust me. What are you most excited about for during this new fresh start on AuthorTube? Kind of falling back up to, I think, question like 11 and back to the beginning part of 13. I was about to say 11, 12, but no. The beginning part of 13. I'm looking forward to just finding more AuthorTubers and writers, and you know, just kind of growing as a community and meeting new people and hearing about all these worlds that people's created in their minds that they've translated into text for everybody to engulf themselves in. Yeah, that's basically what I'm mostly looking forward to. And that is all of them. So, I'll put my phone down because I'm getting all kinds of notifications, and I'm not going to just sit here and check it while I'm on camera for y'all. Yeah. But anyways, that's that. That's the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0. Sorry about all the long rambles. This is me. I ramble. So yeah. But all my links are down below. The Battle for Metagore is currently available on ebook and paperback on all those sites that's down below, including Amazon. They finally got their shit together last week. So I'm proud of that, finally. So yeah, you can go purchase that. You can go sign up to my newsletter. I got blogs, all the information. Like I said, links are down below. Go check out the AuthorTube tribe that's down below. They do writing streams throughout the week. I think daily, basically, Monday through Friday. There might even be some on weekends, I'm not sure. But their links are down below. Once they actually have a completed schedule, which I know some of them still kind of moving, and they said that they might be changing up their schedule some. So I don't have it down, but whenever they do kind of actually settle on more of a certain time that they are going to try to do their streams on, I'll put the schedules down there. So if you're watching this in the future and you notice that there's a schedule down there, then that's what it is. So if you're an author or whatever, you want to participate in some writings, you can go to those write-ins during those times. But yeah, like I said, JENNA, Streety. I'll have to look just a second. Okay, JENNA Streety. JENNA Streety's thing down below. You can go check out her video. She's the original creator for the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0. And then I guess that's about it. So yeah, peace out. Yelly. Everybody love everybody.